Mini episode 1760 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1760, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 2 of the 2024 NFL season, as well as a look at Week 3 of the college football season. We start with our picks right now for the college football playoff. Now, this is not a top 12 ranking, but a projection in the sense that the ACC and Big 12 are guaranteed first-round byes and will likely be in the 3 and 4 spots, and the group of 5 conference winner will be in there, likely in the 12th spot. Here they are: 1 Georgia, 2 Ohio State, 3 Miami, 4 Utah, 5 Texas, 6 Mississippi, 7 Missouri, 8 USC, 9 Oregon, 10 Alabama, 11 Tennessee, 12 Memphis. For last week's college picks, we were 3-1 and we're 7-4 on the season. Here's what we've got this week: LSU -7 over South Carolina, Texas A&M -3.5 over Florida, and Washington -4.5 over Washington State. In the NFL, we're going for our 4th season since 2016 of being profitable, i.e. above 52.4%, picking every game of the season. We came within a few picks of that last year. Last week we were 7-8-1, 1-2 on the Big 3, and 1-0 on the lock. Here's our top 10 for this week: 1 Kansas City, 2 San Francisco, 3 Detroit, 4 Houston, 5 Philadelphia, 6 Dallas, 7 Buffalo, 8 Miami, 9 Baltimore, 10 LA Rams. And this is our bottom 5: 28 Tennessee, 29 Denver, 30 Las Vegas, 31 New York Giants, 32 Carolina. Here's our picks for this week: Miami -2.5 over Buffalo, New Orleans +6 over Dallas, Baltimore -8.5 over Las Vegas, Washington -1.5 over the New York Giants, LA Chargers -5 over Carolina, San Francisco -5.5 over Minnesota, Jacksonville -3 over Cleveland, Seattle -3.5 over New England, Tennessee +4 over the New York Jets, Tampa Bay +7.5 over Detroit, Cincinnati +6 over Kansas City, Houston -6.5 over Chicago, and Philadelphia -7 over Atlanta. For our Big 3, it's Indianapolis -2.5 over Green Bay, and Pittsburgh -2.5 over Denver. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 2, it's the LA Rams +1.5 over Arizona. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy overmanaging. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys that you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing, keeping in mind that some may not be playing this week. QB, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, C.J. Stroud, and Tua. Running back, Travis Etienne, Jamar Gibbs, Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, and Kyren Williams. Wide receiver, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, and C.D. Lamb. Tight end, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Sam Laporta. Remember, our Thursday night game picks and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 9 QBs. Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers, and Matthew Stafford. We like 14 running backs: Saquon Barkley, James Conner, James Cook, J.K. Dobbins, Jerome Ford, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Jordan Mason, Joe Mixon, David Montgomery, Zach Moss, Isaiah Pacheco, and Rachaad White. We like 22 wide receivers: Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins, Amari Cooper, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, Zay Flowers, Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp, Drake London, DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Malik Neighbors, Chris Olave, George Pickens, Michael Pittman, Rashee Rice, Deebo Samuel, Devontae Smith, Garrett Wilson, and Xavier Worthy. And we like 4 tight ends: Brock Bowers, Evan Engram, Trey McBride, and Kyle Pitts. Thank you for joining us for this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.